it has rained non-stop for the last 6 days basically, and I need to get in here and check some of these mock scrapes that I made. So got about a 2-hour break in the rain. We're gonna get in here and check a couple trail cameras and get back to you, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I find. So got my stick, it's time to go. It's maybe a little bit windy, the audio might not be great, but because of the chance of rain, I can't afford to bring the DSLR out here, so I'm doing all this on the GoPro. But that just means I get to make extra content for you guys. But it's gonna be really cool. Made 2 mock scrapes over here in an area where there's a lot of good buck sign last year. I found some crossing trails. I'm almost there to the first spot, so I'll break down the spot when I get there for you guys. What stood out to it about me, or what stood out to me about it, and then I'll show you what's on that card, and then we'll jump to the other one. Alright guys, so I'm almost there. Kind of want to give you the lay of the land. So back behind me is all this open pines, some old fields that have grown up, and then back over here I've got this real big swamp bottom that just runs all the way down this edge, and it comes to a 3-way point where the swamp, a green field that's planted, and these pines pinched together, and that's where all that sign was. So I'll show you this camera I've got. It is buried in this swamp. I'm hoping I got something good on it. And there's thunder. Whew, gotta hurry. So in addition to this browse that's out here, some of these oak trees look like they've got acorns. So this area should hold deer for most of the fall. They're natural food sources, and then there's agriculture not far from here, so I feel pretty good about it. Almost to the camera. There it be. One really angry squirrel above me right now. Let's see if this hit this mock scrape. They've kept it open. Oh, it looks like they might have, y'all. Look at this. Kept it open, and my branches been used, so I've got some tink stuff I'm gonna put out here, but I'm gonna pull this card first and then dribble some tinks in. Looks like it's been cleared out. That's cool. This trail's been used. Okay guys, so change the SD card out. I'm gonna sit here long enough to trip this camera, but you got the swamp behind me, this pine ridge, green field, right? There's trails that run right through here, that field we just came from, and then I've got a scrape right here. Now, I'm gonna put some of this out there and just see what it does. We now have a baseline if this is working just as it is, and so I'm gonna scrape this up with my stick, put a little bit of this juice in there, see what happens. Alright guys, we are back at the truck. Got the laptop out, and we're gonna do live recording of trail camera footage. So SD card's in here. I don't know what's on it. Don't know how, my camera didn't tell me how many times it was triggered or anything like that. Could be a complete and total dud, but there's the SD card. Plug her in. All right, before I do anything, I'm gonna say pictures of hogs because it's Florida, at least one predator, 2 different photos of does, and 1 small buck, 6-pointer better. Let's see. Got our first deer on the 19th. Looks like a doe. One hog. That was it. Dang. That is not what I was expecting, guys. We're gonna try and beat the rain and go pull the other one from another spot. This is not proving to have what I want to on it. Now, the plus side is, scrape's definitely within, plus side of this is the scrape is definitely within the laptop's view, so now that I put the mock scrape out, let's see if that affects anything. Because remember guys, this is just a mock scrape in an area that I thought would hold deer that didn't have a scrape there to begin with. This other place we're going, I opened up a scrape that was already there and put a camera on it. So let's see if I got any better photos from there. All right guys, got this camera, or got this SD card. Persimmon's coming up, and I am getting out of here. Some good deer sign in here. I did check the camera. This one has a screen that allows me to kind of, you know, check and see how many times it's been triggered. It had been triggered 23 times. It's on video mode if I'm not mistaken. And it's got a pretty low sensitivity on this camera. One of the cool things I like about this is you don't get a whole lot of false triggers. And I saw on the screen some deer look like on the scrape. So fingers crossed. It's a good sign. I do see some tracks out here in this plot. Not a whole lot of food out here for them right now. So this is going to be an interesting one. What's up guys? So got this second SD card out and it's just another doe. So thus far, no bucks in Florida, which is tough. I really thought that this camera was going to produce, and it didn't. So, meh. I mean, realistically, this hunting for this spot doesn't open till the end of October, middle, like 2/3 of the way through October. So I've got plenty of time to find deer, and really these deer are still in the summer pattern. They're super scattered. I'm finding deer, which is good, and it's only a matter of time before those bucks start to get into that rutting pattern. You know, once they go hardhorn, they're ready to breed, from what I've been told on the podcast. And so I think they'll start showing up in the traditional areas. Just would have been cool to get one on camera. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Until next time, hit like, hit subscribe. Most importantly, get outside and enjoy the great outdoors.